Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we got a bit of a different video for you. I've been getting a lot of people asking me about my dungeon teams and elemental teams and all of that, and so I think it'll be fun to make videos on those. And so we're going to start with the elemental rifts that I have. The other videos will probably happen at some point eventually. I want to make sure those teams are all like really cool and impressive before I start really showing those off. But for these are pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So I think it'll be a good place to start. We're going to start with the Fire Rift Beast. Some of you may have already seen this. I did show it off a little bit in the Water Blade Dancer video, and that's because she's really good in the Fire Rift Beast. So we have in this team, there is Galleon. He's just on double shield will. Pretty standard for Galleon. These are his artifacts, and then we got the runes. I'll actually remember to do this for you so you can see all the grinds. This rune is not maxed intentionally, I think, because I want to keep his HP a little bit lowered for the wind one. And then we have the Sabrina, who is on triple fight. This is how I have her runed for my twins teams. Really want to maximize all the damage of my Talia and, you know, my Necropolis Julie. And we have Teor. He's run pretty chunky actually. Got some more bruisery runes for him. I do want to try out. I've been trying out an interesting build for Teor and RTA. So I've been going like no crit rate on him, no crit rate, some more accuracy, and like pretty much similar bruisery stats. And he's on violent, and he's been pretty great. These are his artifacts. Because Squall crits now. If he's faster, it's guaranteed crit, so really you don't need crit rate on him. I love units that you can use without crit rate, so that's what I've been experimenting around for him. And we have the Blade Dancer. You probably saw her if you looked at my video. These are her runes. She's on Nemesis. You don't need to have her on Nemesis, though. It's kind of just how the stats worked out. And then we have the Barbaric King. This one is kind of just runes for damage, pretty much. I have another one ruined more bruisery. He's definitely very squishy, but in rifts, it does not matter. It doesn't matter at all in rifts, so. Okay, so this is the Fire Rift team. It works really well. We have Teor and the Water Blade Dancer. They're going to be our AoE damage dealers, so anytime these waves come up, you know, Teor pretty much just destroys them. And so does the Blade Dancer with her second skill. Now we just got to hope for a defense break. So the reason why this Blade Dancer is really good, we missed branding, that sucks. Reason why Blade Dancer is really good in the elemental rifts is because her third skill always ignores defense on these rift beasts. It's supposed to only ignore if they get their attack bar reduced, but you can't reduce attack bar on the rift beasts. So it's a cool little mechanic the way it works. So she just always ignores defense with her third skill, and so it really helps you bypass the state that they're in right now. Like, you can't defense break them when they're active, when the rift beasts are. So it does help speed up the process, which is why I really like her. I really recommend her for the rift beast. That's usually where she's best at. So that's the fire one down. We'll do a couple of each. We did a good amount of damage. Most of these records are going to be... Wait, do I ever want that? It's a 5-star rune. What's a fight rune? No. I'm not that desperate. So we'll do a few of each. I do like good fight runes, though, I will say. I absolutely need more fight runes, but... And look at the twins just wrecking the first phase. Now, unfortunately, there's no water unit that's like Crow or Brandia. You see the top scoring teams always have these like insane damage dealer Crows, and because Crow is just so insane, and Brandia also is really good. There's no water unit that's the equivalent of that. So, my teams aren't going to be crazy top scoring, but I got them all triple S easily, can bypass that. Eventually I'll definitely want to come back and try to maximize these teams as much as I can when I have more units that can really score well. But for now, I've just got teams that auto it well and quick. Fire one definitely being the best because, it's fire, I'm all water. And, elemental rifts, if you don't have elemental advantage, I think you're... No, I think it's only the wind one where your damage gets reduced. Our damage gets increased because it's the fire one, but the wind one will reduce our damage. Okay. We'll go ahead and do one. I think 3 for each will be fine. We'll just use all the energy. 3 for each will be a good showcase. Most of the units are going to be similar, but I do have a couple varying units in each rift. But look at that, ignore defend. I love, I do. I like how much damage that does. It's nice. Like, she basically one-shots half the bar herself. Now, the Water Weapon Master would also be really good in her position. I don't have him. I really want him. I think he'd be so amazing in these dungeon teams. I could probably make some pretty crazy dungeon teams with the Water Weapon Master. So I'm hoping to get him soon. I've been saving up summons, and we'll be doing a big summon video coming up eventually. I think you could probably expect it at some point through the week. Hopefully, as long as the recording's all good. If my recording gets corrupted, then that sucks, and there won't be a video. But it should be good for the most part. I haven't had that issue happen in a little while, so. All right, this one's about to be done. We'll get into our next Rift team. There we go. Yeah, most of these scores are with me manualing just so I could try to get it as high as I could. Because I did want to see how I could do it manualing. Let's go into the water team next. We have another Barbaric King. I use him for branding, but this one is actually more bruisery style because I have him in the front line. So let's look at those runes, actually. So this is my bruisery Barbaric King. My Ajir. I do have him runes way more tanky focused. I really like the Berserk. Well, I like and don't like the Berserk state. It's different. I like the damage increase. It's really cool. I feel like the lifesteal is really bad. I would rather have the HP percentage recovery. Like, every time he took a turn, he healed for a certain amount. I'd rather have that instead. Because the lifesteal is, like, not very good. I mean, it's kind of, like, it's not that great. And I don't know why they decreased their max HP. They shouldn't do that. It makes them feel so squishy. Even though I'm going full tank, he feels very squishy. But I kind of wish they'd take that away, but, whatever. It's still kind of fun to use. He's still a fun unit to use. We have the same Galleon, so I won't get into that. Rest of the team's pretty much the same, so you guys saw all the runes already. So we'll go through with the Rift. Now this one, the gimmick for the Water Rift is that you get frozen, and you get frozen, and so if you have like attack bar increasing effects, it makes it easier and it'll unfreeze your teams. But quite frankly, as you can see, I don't really have much of a problem with that, so I don't need any like attack bar boosters. Now, I will say, if I get a Bastet, if I get a Bastet for any of these elemental teams you see, they can always be improved with Bastet. If I get Bastet, I replace Galleon with her, and she'll be so amazing. So please come to us. Give me one of those. Yeah, I don't really need the defense break from Galleon because I have the twins. So if I can get a Bastet, oh, how amazing that would be. She's definitely one of my wanted units. Been wanting her for so long in this game. Yeah, so if you are struggling with the Water Rift, you definitely need attack bar increasing units. For me, my front line survives. They can survive a good hit from the boss, and that's pretty much all you need at this point. Oh, and here we go. The ignore defense to finish it off. So that's this team. That's just this team down. We'll do one or two more runs of this. It is nice. It's nice. I got the full auto on these. It's pretty much. I think they did make it so that the rewards you get do increase past like triple SS. Am I right about that, guys? The higher you score on it, the better. I think the rewards do get a little bit better, or you get more of them or something when you have even higher and higher scores after triple SS. Or is it pretty much capped at triple SS? I mean, I know rank wise you can't get higher than triple SS, but do the rewards increase? It's either that or they have like maybe better odds of getting something good. Like higher odds of getting 6-star legend runes or something the higher your score is. Let me know in the comments down below how that works. Because I'd be curious. I think I read somewhere it works like that, but it's been so long. I've been playing this game for so long that information either gets outdated or changed. So yeah, I mean this team obviously can be improved, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I'll definitely in the future, if they ever add a water unit that is really good is really good damage dealer for elemental rifts, I will absolutely come back and make improved versions of these. I always find the like speedrun dungeon team. Okay, I'm back. My brother came home and I talked to him a bit and totally forgot what I was talking about. So I don't remember what I was talking about in the video, but now we're back and we'll talk about something else. Man. So yeah, Water Rift. Pretty straightforward. You gotta boost with the attack bar if you want to reduce the frost effect, because the frost effect reduces your like max HP total for units. So if you're not fast enough, it is going to be a bit hard for you. And let's see. The Water Blade Dancer is a really good unit for people who struggle with killing the bosses. Like on my brother's account, he's able to get to like the points he needs for triple S rank on some things, but he does struggle with killing some of the bosses. So I'm probably gonna have him build one. I'm probably gonna have him build one just so he can actually get through the boss health at the end. I like that. So good. So if you're struggling with the rifts, I think she's a really good unit for you. Look at that, was almost a record. There we go. All right, let's move on to the next team. So it's going to be... Do I show you guys? No. I'll make you guys wait to the end to see my Wind Rift team. I'm sure that's what you all want to see. Let's move on to the light one. So the light one, the main difference is I'm back to my damage dealing Ajir. And I actually have my Chow in this one. This is one of my Chows. I have 4 Chows on this account, so this is one of them. It's probably my better rune Chow. It's really just, bruiser runes on Chow. Very fun unit, though. These are the artifacts. Like, I got a nice artifact on them. Skill 1, skill 2 crit damage. I do want to make that additional damage into HP recovery effect. Because that is one thing that this artifact's missing, a recovery based off... Or no, it's a skill 3 recovery for his passive. Because his passive heals him, and skill 3 recovery effects, if you didn't know... Or not just skill 3, but if you have a skill something recovery effect, and it's a passive, it will still increase that, which is nice to know. Okay, so that's him. Pretty much the rest of the same units. So I know the Water Blade Dancer, it does do multi-hits. In the Light Rift, you really just want to have a lot of single target hits. But once the barrier shield is down, which I usually have my other units going before her. So most of the time they just take down the shield themselves. Then she'll be able to use her skill 3 after that and shred through the boss when it doesn't have the HP up. Or the shield up. Definitely could. All of these teams, man. All these teams would be so much better with Bastet. 3 turn attack buff. It's just so much better than Galleon in the shield it provides. So I definitely want to come back and revisit these if I ever pull her. Just imagine. I would love to say that I'm remaking this video quickly. Because like I said, I'm going to be doing summons. I'm going to be doing summons probably in... I don't know how many days. like 4 or 5 or so. And she's definitely one of my wanted units. So if I can pull her, that would be awesome. All right, that is this one down. I don't think we got to see too much of the Blade Dancer doing the ignore. And it's not like she's required for this. I just find that she speeds up the rifts. And so, like, unless it's super confirmed that the higher your score, the better your rewards are, like, even past that. So, do confirm that in the comments for me, guys. But I do think that she just makes the run quicker, which most dungeon teams you go for, you want it to be as quick as possible so you can keep farming more rewards quicker. So that is why I like to have her in all of these teams. But if I was going for a higher damage score, I probably would switch her for a different unit in the Light Rift. Probably something else. Though I'm not really sure what. I guess maybe I could try the Water Griffin. He technically does damage based off of debuffs, but I don't really have many debuffs in this team anyway, so I don't know if that would work. And I guess maybe Water Kung Fu Girl. Water Kung Fu Girl is also based off of debuffs. So I guess she is, yeah. She technically is the water equivalent to Crow and Brandia, the water kung fu girl. Well, she is a fun unit. I do like the water kung fu girl. She's definitely interesting. She's super RNG reliant. Oh, I lost my barbaric king. That's okay. There's the Blade Dancer finishing off the rift for us. All right, let's do what? One more? One more, and we move on to the Dark Rift Beast. We'll save the Wind one for last. I'm sure the Wind one's probably going to be the impressive one for you guys. I used to try to use Sigmaris in this, but all of the attacks that deal damage based off of the boss HP are like reduced. So Sigmaris never really did very much damage. I hope they buff Sigmaris again. He's one of those units. I have 2 of them built. They're always doing the fusion hexagram stuff. Honestly, like, he's got great base attack, so really I should just be using Sigmaris for world boss. Put him on like some full fatal set for stats or something. I'm sure he'd rank really high there. I know some people do. So anytime they do those fusion events, that's probably what I'll be making them for. But I do wish they'd make Sigmaris more usable in actual content. You know, he works in TOA, sure, but, you know, like, what else are you really going to use him for? If there is somewhere you guys use him, let me know. I can maybe check that out. All right, that is it for the Light Rift team. Okay, let's move on to the Dark team. All right, we have this one. I have the Water Cannon Girl as my front line. So we'll get into that. The Water Cannon Girl is my front line. So this is the one I actually have used in Necropolis. I have a Julie Cannon Girl, and the 2 of them together can consistently take out the B12 wave, which is really nice. So really just damage stats. She is on a broken set, but I achieved all the stats I was hunting for. I didn't need any extra damage here. She does enough to clean up after Julie. And then we have her front line because she has a ton of multi-hits, and this Dark Rift really wants multi-hits. All the other units are the same you saw the runes for. All right. It does suck when he does the Soul Chain on Galleon instead of the Abigail. It's kind of a 50-50 coin. It is a coin flip, which one he soul binds. Now the team can clear it pretty quickly though, so it's not too much of an issue. It's not like it reduces the amount of damage my team does overall, so. But yes, look at all those multi-hits. I think Stella could definitely work in this as well. She has like 7 hits on her 3rd skill and branding as well. But the Water Barbaric King, I want to say, does more damage because of his Berserk state. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Now, the lifesteal he gets is kind of nice in this rift. It helps keep him healthy. There we go. There's the dark one down. Let's do this again. We'll see how quick they break out of the chain if the rift doesn't go for my Abigail. All right, who's going to be on? Darn it. You know, the boss does switch up which one it uses it on, and I guess it's fine. Um, I guess it's fine if it doesn't use it on Galleon, because, then Galleon can buff attack. But let me know, does the Dark Boss only use it on certain units? Because I've seen him alternate back and forth. But does placement actually matter in the Dark Rift? Let me know. And there's more damage. So yeah, it would be nice if we had some good damage based off of debuffs. The Water Kung Fu Girl could be pretty interesting to try to throw back in here. I wonder who I'd want to switch out. Would I use her in place of Abigail here? So I guess I could use her in place of Abigail. Would just be more damage overall. Because Abigail doesn't really provide any debuffs for me, and I don't need attack bar reduce. Right now I just have her in for the multi-hits, but I wonder how debuffs would do. What do you think? You guys want to try it? Let's just try it. Oh, now he switches. Let's go ahead and... shoot. I forgot it worked like that. Let me change my team placement. I want to see what happens if I put in the Kung Fu Girl. I haven't tried her out in Elemental Rifts since her buff. So maybe it'll be interesting. And we're going to go... I have 2 Kung Fu Girls built. We're going to go with this one. This one's on Rage. Kind of tanky, so fine to have in frontline. This one I've been playing around with for fun on Vampire. Oh, I do lose my leader skill. That's part of why. I think we go... I don't have anything else. We're going to go crit rate from Talia, which is going to help our Kung Fu Girl. That is part of why. So I had the Abigail for the water attack lead as well. But I'm just curious. I want to see how the Kung Fu Girl performs. Maybe she's just better. Now, sure, she got sealed, but that's okay. Because the rest of my team will take this out. And mainly we want her damage in the drowsy state anyway. If we can get a defense break, that'll be good. I mean, the Kung Fu Girl does defense break as well. Any more debuffs we can land? Or there... Nah. What was that? Was that damage even worth it? Let's see. We got like 6,000 last time, so let's see if we get close. There's all the HP blocks. Now can we skill 2 into skill 3 or something? Because that does have some potential there if we can do that. All right, it didn't happen. It might be RNG based. Now on Galleon this time. Okay. Which means we have more damage. All right, this Kung Fu Girl needs to use her skills. Come on. Is she even tanky? She might not even be tanky enough. Yeah. She's not really doing the thing. I think we still... Or wait, did we lose? I think we're still fine. We're still fine. No, we're not. We lost. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Kung Fu Girl's not the way. That was... Yeah. She's not the way. Maybe we don't use her for that. Let's switch her out. Where's my Abigail? Back in here. There we go. The attack power is pretty important. And I'm not actually going to run this. I just wanted to put her back in so I don't forget. Okay, let's now show what you've all been waiting for, I'm sure. The Windrift Beast. Now, I do have triple SS, and I will preface for this Rift, I have to make, like, I can get A+, whatever, like any auto run, but, and it's not only that, it's like it's enough score to get triple S pretty much, but I do need to manual if I want to consistently get triple S each time, and that is only because of this unit right here. All of these units you've seen the runes on. You haven't seen my Theomars, actually, not in this video. So we'll show him real quick. This is my RTA Theomars. Same stats. The artifacts are different, actually. But these are his runes. He's got a lot of damage stats on him. Pure damage. Some nice damage runes. These artifacts are whatever. But the real unit that shines in this is actually Miang. So this is my raid Miang. I have her on the Rifts, and I think I use her in R5. Or no. No, I don't. I don't use her in R5 anymore. I used to. But this is my raid Miang. I have 3 Miangs built. I have 3 Miangs, but this is the one that's built on full fatal, ton of stats. So it was really the whole goal was getting as much attack power on her as I can, have her tanky enough to stay in the front line. Real nice unit. Love her transmog. They're great. Even that I have like the fairy wings or something on her, so it's nice. So this is real important. We have attack power proportionate to lost HP. So as her HP gets lower, her attack power increases, which is how her skill 3 heals. So that really helps her heal. And we have skill 3 recovery percentage, so that's increased even more. So this is my Miang, and she is enough to solo heal for the whole team in this Wind Rift. Healing is kind of reduced with the way the little lightning thing works. So I'm going to show the team first, just on manual. We'll see how it goes. Or not manual. I'll show it on auto. For the most part, she's very consistent with... There we go. She uses her thing. She's pretty consistent with healing. Now, the only problem is when we get to the second wave, the boss will use its lightning. And if my team is not fully healed, Miang might not use her third skill, and that's the only reason why it doesn't always work on auto. But I mean, it gets A+. It gets A+ consistently every time, so it's like it is fine and good. It's not like I even use the wind pieces for much. And ever since they added their little conversion thing, that's been really nice, being able to just convert stuff to other things. I will say, back in the beginning days, farming Wind Rift was difficult, like for the homunculus. See, look at that. It did not fully heal everyone, which sucks, and that's because I didn't have attack buff. I think if I had Bastet here, that Bastet would give me exactly what I need. All right, so this does wipe. It is going to get the AAA, though, which is bad. Definitely bad. But I'll also let me do one more time on auto, and then I'll show you guys once on manual, because it is doable, definitely doable. I think Bastet would make this super possible. That's what I'm missing, really. There's our attack buff. All right, we're doing Starting to do damage in the groggy state. It doesn't help that my twins can glance. Definitely need more units that don't glance. I haven't tried out Water Demon in this, but I don't really know. Like, would he even do well? Or would he just lower his HP and die? I don't know. So I don't know how good the wind guy would be. I can try Teor. The thing with Teor is that his Squall AI is not very good, so that's the thing that crits. And so Teor does not always use Squall when he can. He'll use his first skill even though he has his skills up, which does suck. Okay, so yeah, it definitely doesn't work out here, but it is A+. I'll show you guys it though on me manualing. I have autoed before and gotten triple S autoing, but it takes a lot of stuff going well, I think. Really, it's just does my Miang have attack buff or not? All right, so let's do this on manual and see how far we go. Now that we can use optimal skills. Ah, we are going to get attacked. So here's the thing. If we get attacked like this, we have to make sure that we heal in the rift because I need them to be full HP. Which is why having like Bastet shields would be good. If I do this, that's fine. Yep, so I'm going to do the healing now, so we're back to full HP, which is not something her AI would really do. Like, her AI is smart, and so she wouldn't use her third skill like that. Alright, can I get attack buff up before the Wind Rift does its thing? Probably not. Probably not. All the more reason to have, or actually, nice. We actually will get our attack buff back up. So now we have Galleon with the attack buff. It's going to use its thing before Miang moves, which is really nice. Great timing. And so now with attack buff, she should be able to fully heal here. Which is really what I need. Super what I need here if I want to be able to get this guy. Now he is going to attack our units here. We're going to hope that we nuke him down enough with Theomars and these twins. We're going to see if it's possible. We'll see how many ignores we can get with this. That was some good crits. All right, can we actually do enough to kill here? Yes, we do. Okay, there we go. Those are some good crits. And there it is on manual. So if I manual it, I can pretty much... Oh, it was not a triple S. I was a little bit of damage off. Okay. But I can kill it anytime I manual. I cannot be bothered to manual Wind Rift. I'm just going to auto it. I don't even need the things. I already have my Homunculus max skilled since a way long time ago. And that was before they reduced the price of everything. And let me tell you, that was quite a grind. Like, that was a lot of grinding. Like, only using water units trying to grind like that? Oof. But that is the video. Those are my teams. So let me know what you guys think about these in the comments below. Do you like these videos? Do you like seeing my teams, and which kind of things do you want to see next? I definitely plan to make a better video of these guys in the future once I can get those key units I'm missing, like Bastet. Would be really good unit to have. But all right, that is going to be it for the video. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you all in the next one. All right, bye bye everybody.